picked up some of this stuff at a local big box supplier. It's like a aluminum U channel. It's, let's see, I think it's 16th thickness, and it's 1/4 inch gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a windshield frame out of this stuff. So I centered it up, decided I want a 20-inch wide windshield with a 7-inch rise on the sides, and of course it'll taper in the middle to match the contour. So get right to it today. I get this cut, get it bent back around, corner it off at 90. I don't know if I'm going to weld it or rivet it. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it as low dollar and as realistic as I can. I mean, this is kind of like an extra thing that you don't really even need to do, but I think cosmetically it looked kind of cool. So I'm also trying to keep it low dollar, budget wise oriented for the common person that doesn't have a TIG welder or a spool gun or whatever. So we'll just cross that bridge. We'll go ahead and get this thing cut though. Alright, I got a new flap wheel, so I'm not cross-contaminating, but if I do decide to weld it, we'll go ahead and clean these up right to the edge. Let's see. A little window frame. So I also picked up a piece of polycarbonate, Lexan, Marlite, not glass, flexible stuff, and I'm gonna get it cut and then figure out the contour first, obviously, but we'll get it cut. We'll get us a little windshield mounted here. Got a piece of scrap cardboard here. So the stuff that I bought is 20 inches, so I don't want to work with any more material than what I'm using. It's just going to make it more of a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do is measure this out. We know that our stuff is going to be 7 inches tall, and the piece that I bought is 20 inches wide, so that's going to be our width anyway. So I'm going to mark here 7 and 7, and then we'll go 20 inches across and make a pattern of just a square. Cut that out, and then we'll lay it on the back side and trace it. I'm going to take my pattern here and put it in my frame. I want to see how much recess I have. Like if it's going to be right at the edges, and I may have to, yeah, so it's right at the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably cheat my Lexan like 1/8 of an inch, just so it's flush. So I just wanted to check that. So what I could actually do is mark my pattern, because you know you're trying to do all this, so I can actually just hold it square, and then when I trace it, when I cut it, I'll cut on the inside of the line, and then that should give me enough. get this stuff cut. I don't know the ideal best way to do it, but I think I'm gonna try a cutoff wheel, see what happens. I know typically my luck, it'll probably shatter or bust, but this stuff's supposed to be tougher than woodpecker lips, so we'll find out. Nasty. Alright, let's buff this edge up. We'll test fit it, make sure it works. So far, so good. Right at the edge. That's what I wanted. Heck yeah. Alright, see what it looks like. How cool is that? That's pretty neat. I like that. So, I'll go ahead and get my flat strap piece put on here underneath. Get a couple rivets in it. And then we'll get this put up. And then again, we'll continue on. I think that is so cool. Looks really neat. So, here's my flat strap I got. This stuff's 3/4 inch wide. Again, it's like $5 or something. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna bend this, probably shove it just under the reveal of that roll. And once I get the frame back up here and drill a couple holes to mount it, I have a narrower piece of this that I'll put right against the edge of the plexiglass. And then when I put rivets in it, it'll keep the plexiglass from wanting to like fall out. Plus the frame itself, these will be riveted through too, decorative slash holds the plexiglass from moving. And then again, on the corners, we'll attach it. So I laid my frame up here and put 2 marks on it so I know roughly where the frame's gonna land. I cut this with just a little pair of 10 snips. And I get this bent, match the contour a little bit, and put some rivets in it. So something like that. And then I'll have a landing of another piece right here to keep this from flopping. So. I'm just eyeballing these. I started drawing them 1/8 inch and putting rivets all the way through the frame in the Lexan. Got these really long, 5/8 long, 1/8 inch rivets from the Big Rock Candy Mountain store. And kind of a dual purpose. Aesthetically, it'll be cool looking, and 2, it'll hold our Lexan in, keep it rigid. I mean, backside's not ideal, pretty, but we don't care about the back. We're looking at the front because it looks cool. with my smaller bit first. Kind of mark it. So I kind of ate through it, which, I mean, it is what it is. I could have put a lot smaller nutsherd in it, but I want something a little meaty to hold it. It's not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do, put it in here, collapse it like normal, and then I'll put a couple tack welds on here, which in turn is just going to make it stronger, and I'll buff it off, and I'm not telling if you don't tell. There we go. One more to go. Probably will throw this up here just to help hold up my drill, line up my drill dot on the other side. It's not tight, it's just finger tight. Why is it leaning like that? Oh my gosh, it's ruined. That's gonna be tough. This lip's actually pinched really tight compared to the other side, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm gonna try it from the back side. I got the other one set in there and mocked up off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and tack these, just extra precaution, they don't move, and then get our windshield set up there and see what it looks like. I think that'll do it. Do a little buffing with the grinder there. See what it looks like. That's gonna wrap up our windshield project. This absolutely serves zero purpose to this other than aesthetically. I thought it looked like it'd be a pretty cool idea to do. Got one little piece of trim here to put on the front, and that's just going to give it an extra ledge to keep this from moving. That's all. But if you guys like it, like the project here, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. It'll help the algorithm thing, throw it out to other people that might be interested. Also, share the video. I try to keep up with putting it on all the different social medias and whatnot, but everything helps, I guess. Click the bell, whatever. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll do another project on this thing. Thanks.